everybody. Welcome to Bull City Hangout 910. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, which I invite you to check out at durhamskywriter.com. It's always being updated. So what I'm going to do today is just to read just a couple of items from the current issue. And again, these are just a few. There's lots more at durhamskywriter.com. So let's start with the school page. It's called School Tools. And let's see, it is a Thursday, which means Durham Public Schools are providing free lunches. They give them away. You can't eat them in the school, of course. And there's 25 different schools participating. So you just go to the nearest school to your house, to wherever you are. So you have until 12:30. This is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 until 12:30. So if you are just now finding that out and need to watch Bull City Hangout on the replay, just head out, get your kids fed. Very important. Okay, so that's on the School Tools page. The addresses of all 25 schools are listed right there on the School Tools page. Okay, also Durham Public Schools has the Family Academy. A lot of us aren't really up to date with the skills necessary to help our kids with their online learning. So Durham Public Schools has the Family Academy for parents, caregivers, grandparents, whoever. So let's see what's going on today. There is a workshop called Welcome to Into Reading, and that is a literacy program. So that is going to be from 6:30 until 7:30. It will be in English with Spanish interpretation. So this is listed on the School Tools page, so be sure to check that out. It's free, of course. They're not going to charge you for learning. So, so if you're a parent of again, this is for parents and caregivers of kids from kindergarten, K through 5. Okay, K through 5. All right, and then there's going to be another one next week also. Okay, let me just keep it with today, just today. Okay, welcome to Into Reading. There you go. But you can see the other workshops that will be offered. You can see all of those on the School Tools page. I get excited when I see the titles, but I'll leave it at that. Okay, Science Adventures with the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences and the Prairie Ridge Eco Station. I think they have something going on today. Let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, this is cool. So the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, they have their virtual science cafe, and that's going to be today from 7 until 8. This is for teens and just interested, anyone who's interested. So today's topic will be hurricane track analysis research. Okay, this should be really, really exciting. Dr. Stephanie Taylor from Shaw University, she's going to be talking about telling us how hurricanes are tracked and also the challenges of forecasting their intensity. Because, it changes from minute to minute, and as the hurricane goes across the land, reaches landfall, it changes. So that should be really, really interesting. So that, again, it's going to be at 7 o'clock. It's online, it's free, and the link is right there on the School Tools page. All righty. And then tomorrow morning, the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences and the Prairie Ridge Eco Station, they're co-hosting the Dragonfly Swarm Project, a live chat with scientists, learn all about dragonflies, damselflies, etc., etc. And that is going to be tomorrow morning from 11 until noon. Free, of course. Check it out. It's online. And again, the link is on the School Tools page. Okay. Now let's see. That's it. Let's go to the Word page. That's the governmental and nonprofit information page. As always, I'm going to mention, hey, Fraser Ramsey from Scotland. How are you, Fraser? He's been working out. That's a good thing to do. I think his gyms reopened in Scotland. I think they reopened. They're not open here. And I know a lot of people wish they could work out. The best we can do, Fraser, is just to run around outside and do the best we can that way. But anyway, where was I? I have no idea where I was. Oh, as always, I will always list the city's emergency Water Hardship Fund. That is for people who are falling way behind the water bill. You can get help up to $240 put on your account. So that should be awesome. Get that help that you need. Also, I will always mention that DSS, social services, they might be able to help you with your rent payment or your mortgage payment if your job has been affected by COVID-19. Paperwork is involved. It's all listed on the Word page. So if you need that help, do not be evicted. Do not lose your home. Get the help that you need. You deserve it. So check it out on the Word page and get the help that you need. Okay, it starts with a phone call, but get that paperwork together. Okay, Durham County Library. They're not exactly open just yet, but if you are a card holder, you can go online, browse through the books, choose the ones that you need, also the DVDs and CDs, and you can pick them up at a certain hour. So that's better than nothing. So you can check that out. If you don't have a library card, that's okay, because you can get a temporary online library card. They thought of everything. Okay. Also on the Word page, scroll down to the Durham Technical Community College's Small Business Center. There's so many workshops. There's no room for me to add them all. So you have to click on the link if you want to see all of the webinars, because there's lots. So how many am I going to tell you about today? I'm going to tell you about 3. And again, they have gathered workshops from all over the country. So it's really incredible, unbelievable. They're all free. If you want to start a business or you want to improve, uplift your business, make it even better, check out these webinars. So let's see what's going on today. So e-commerce is going on right now. I told you about that yesterday. But let's see. I also told you, okay, let me tell you what's happening next. Yes, grant writing fundamentals. Very important. And let me just tell you, as an individual who has gotten a couple of grants, you don't have to be nonprofit to get a grant. You can be an individual, you can be a for-profit, and you can get, depends on the grant. So find out how to write a grant writing fundamentals. That's from 5:30 until 7:30 this evening. It's free. Definitely check that out. Also happening tonight, how to find your customers using social media. Super important. That's from 6 until 8. Again, it's free. And then there's another grant writing 101 class. That's from 6:30 until 8:30. So I don't know which one to go to. But anyway, I'll let you worry about that for yourself. Just know that they're free and they're great. Yes. Okay, let's go down to SCORE. And SCORE stands for, wait, let me find it first. Service Corps of Retired Executives. They know everything about business. These are super experts in business. They have free mentorships. They have free webinars. So let's see what's going on with them. Let's see. At 1 o'clock, in just a few minutes, they will be having a free seminar on, now check this out. This is wonderful. Starting an online business for next to no money. What's better than that? I can't think of it. That's the perfect topic for the time. That's going to be at 1 o'clock. Learn how to start an online side hustle or full-fledged business. It's free. You need to check that out for sure. I'm trying to tell you what to do, but yeah. Oh, Guy Cook is back. Okay, Guy, give me a second. All righty. Let's see. Let us quickly go to the gardening page. It's called Garden Shed. Let's see. Sarah P. Duke Gardens. They have something going on today. It's called Fall Ornamental Containers, September Plants. That is today, 2:30 until 3:30. It's $8. It's free, though, if you're a member of Duke Gardens. But that should be really, really helpful if you're not sure exactly what to plant in your containers or your window boxes for the season. Okay, now we're going to Legal Ease. That is the safety and legal page. I think the City Council has a work session today. Let's see. Yes, Durham City Council, they're having their work session from 1 until 5 this afternoon. So definitely check that out if you are interested in seeing them at work. Also, Legal Aid NC, Now, tomorrow, as always, they have the free form Friday at noon from noon until, 11 until noon. This is where you can bring up the topic for them to talk about. You can ask questions. You can find out how you can get free legal representation. And again, this free form Friday is free, obviously, from 11 until noon. Also, I think there's going to be a workshop today. Let's see. Yes, there's a workshop today on it's the employee rights webinar. Very important. It is from 2:30 until 4. It's free, and again, you can find out how you can get legal assistance from Legal Aid North Carolina. They have 2 Durham offices now. So definitely check that out. All righty, I think it's time to go to the sports page. Just really quick, I'm not actually going to go to the page, but what I will tell you is that I have reactivated the Great Outdoors page. Everything's been closed because of COVID-19, but as of tomorrow, these state parks will be, or I should call them regional, I guess. There's so many state parks, but there's what I like to report on is Eno River State Park, Falls Lake State Recreation Area, Jordan Lake State Recreation Area, and William B. Umstead State Park. I like to report on them because they're the closest. I also include outdoor activities, Durham Parks and Recreation. So as of tomorrow, they'll be entering phase, I guess 3 it is. I'm not really sure, but a lot of things will be open. You can read all about it you go to the sports page, and then you click on the big green Great Outdoors button, and that takes you to the page where you can read about the parks. All righty, the last page that we'll be checking out is the Let's Go page. That is the calendar of events page. All righty, let's see what's going on here. Let me make sure I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay, so as we speak, Nehemiah Christian Center, they're giving away free bag lunches right now until 1 o'clock. They do this on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from noon until 1. They give away bag lunches. They are just north of downtown. I still consider them downtown. They're just a couple of blocks north of Morgan. So be sure to go there. Now, they'll be doing something tomorrow, but let me finish with the news for today. So you can also get free snacks and meals from 3 until 6 at New Visions of Africa restaurant right next door to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street. Also, Durham County Sheriff's Office, they have their rabies vaccination clinic in the Animal Services Division. That's on Glen Road. $10 cash even. You can take your dog or your cat for their rabies shot, so that's important. Keep your pets safe and look out for the community in case they get out. Okay, so that's with a phone call. You do have to make an appointment nowadays. Okay, so read about that on the Let's Go page. Okay, now Duke University's Keenan Institute for Ethics, the Duke Divinity School, and the Fuqua Coach K Center on Leadership and Ethics. They're co-hosting this series. It's called Reimagining the World Together. And today they're going to have a conversation with Paul Farmer and Todd McCormick. They'll be discussing their friendship, how it shaped their lives. One person has centered on improving healthcare for the world's poorest people. The other person has helped found Partners in Health and also produces sports programming. So that should be an interesting conversation from 5:15 until 6:30. Of course, it's free. The link is on the Let's Go page. JFED, the Jewish Federation at the Levin JCC, they're hosting the 2020 Jewish Film Festival featuring the movie An Israeli Love Story. So it's a 2017 movie, but it's based on the events of 1947 when Israel was still in formation. It's a political story and it's a love story all in one. You know how we love those. So it's going to be free and they will accept donations graciously. So that's going to be from 6 until 7. It will be followed by a discussion, and I think you can join in. That should be really interesting. Again, it's called An Israeli Love Story. 6 p.m. this evening. It's going to be probably a Zoom event. The link is right there on the Let's Go page. So happy to hear from Spirit House. Spirit House is going to be hosting Wade in the Water, the census as a wayfinding tool. That is this evening, 6:30 until 8:15. I think now I know where I will be at 6:30. So Afro Carolina folklorist and historian Michelle Lanier, I want to say Lanier, I'm pretty sure it's probably Lanier. She'll be leading a conversation with, and please forgive me if I say that I know this woman. I'm so embarrassed. I've met her. I've never heard anybody say her name. So I'm going to guess Omi Sade. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. Bernie Scott. So they're going to talk about how Black people use the U.S. Census records as a reliable genealogy source. I know my sister does that because she's our family genealogist, and that's super important. That's one reason why being counted in the census is so important, because the people behind you are going to be looking for you in years to come. And we are now using old information from past census records to look for our families. So that's going to be really, really exciting to see. I can't wait for that. It's going to be Spirit House, Wade in the Water, the census is a wayfinding tool. 6:30. It's online. It's a Zoom event, so I will be there for sure. Now tomorrow, the Salvation Army, they have Free Food Friday, where you can get food, you can get meats, drinks, snacks, hygiene items, sometimes even pet food. That's from 9 until 11. They also welcome volunteers. So if you want to help, that would be awesome. So they also advise that you bring a strong bag. So that lets me know you'll be taking home lots of goodies. You do have to take a couple of things like your photo ID and a copy of your lease. I guess they want to make sure that they're only serving Durhamites, because, sometimes giveaways do attract people from all over the country. It's possible. Also happening tomorrow morning, the Durham County Department of Public Health, they're observing Preparedness Month, with a special class called Emergency Preparedness. Are you ready? So that's going to be at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It's going to be obviously online. Find out what you need to do to survive should the power go out for days, for some people even weeks. I remember that ice storm took just about everybody out some years ago. So find out what you need to do. Find out how to plan and make an emergency kit, and also how to decide with your family members where everybody's going to meet in case they're all separated. Because you've heard about people who run back in the house and die because they're looking for someone who had already escaped. So definitely, that's very important. That is tomorrow. It's at 10 o'clock, and of course it's free. Thank you, Durham County, for that. Also tomorrow, there's so many things happening. It's actually great. Nehemiah Christian Center again with the giveaways. So tomorrow from 10 until noon, they will be giving away boxes of produce, fruits and vegetables from 10 until noon. Again at Nehemiah, they ask that if you are on foot or on the bus, that you take a folding shopping cart. Again, sounds like you'll be taking home lots of goodies. So that's wonderful. I think if you're in a car, you just pop the trunk. So again, that is from 10 until noon tomorrow. Boxes of produce at Nehemiah. You see, I told you about the Free Form Friday. Okay, so that's it. Wow, that's a lot. So 81 and cloudy right now. It's going all the way up to 82. Rain will start in mid-afternoon, and I think it's supposed to last all evening. And then tomorrow it's going up to 84 with thunderstorms. Let's see what Guy Cook has to talk about today. Oh, wait, he sent me a message. Let me look at that first. Are there links to these on that page? Darn it. I don't know what he means. But if links are necessary for anything that I read, Guy, yes. The links are definitely, every article has a link. Every article. Because I don't make people look for anything. They just click and boom, there they are. Let's see what's going on with Guy, though. Let's tell him hello.
I think I'm supposed to dance coming in, like on the Ellen show. Yeah.
How are you?
The great. The links that I was talking about
Mm-hmm.
when you mentioned about starting an online business that they're having a webinar,
Mm-hmm.
that's the link I was talking about.
Yeah.
And
Oh, for sure.
I went to durhamskyrider.com
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't figure out how to find it because I missed what page you
Oh.
were on.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you if
On the
it's on
word page. The
it's
word
on the
page.
word page, okay.
Mm-hmm. So you
Okay.
scroll. So you scroll down to. Oh, wait. Let me scroll up to. It's called Durham Technical Community College Small Business Center, and then there's a link for you to. Each webinar has its own link because they're all from different companies or
Right.
different schools or whatever. So yeah, so each one has its own link. So you just go to the word page and scroll down to Durham Technical Community College Small Business Center.
I'm looking. Durham Community. Good gosh. No
And
wonder
that's
you
just
go.
a few. There's so many. They have listed literally dozens. Literally.
How far
It
down the page do I go? Because oh, here it is. I haven't
you
gone
see,
far.
yeah, it's by date. It's
There's a
by
little logo that says Durham Tech. I got it. I got it.
mm-hmm. And then it's by date. So yeah, boy, I
Wow,
mean,
there is a lot.
and that's just a few.
Yeah, that's something I would make your local chamber of commerce aware of. If they might already know, but when I was younger, I was always younger. The
That's funny.
the Chamber of Commerce here in Port Orchard, they did a lot of things. I, not enough, I thought, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things that related to businesses being online, whether it was being on Google Maps to locate your brick and mortar
Mm-hmm.
or to have shopping so people could order an ebook or whatever off of the web.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the Chamber of Commerce, I think, would be a good um, send for that link if they don't have it already.
I would think that they would already know, though.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
hope they did. I would
Yeah.
hope that they did. I
Yeah.
I would implore anybody that's in your community that's in business,
Mm-hmm.
brick and mortar, online or not, to go to that webinar because there could be a pearl in that oyster. There could be a thing that, oh, do you know that the best social channel that you could have? What do you think it is?
What?
A mailing list. If you own the
People
mail,
keep saying that.
okay, now let me tell Pat why a mailing list is number one on the list because you
Okay.
own it. You don't have to worry about anybody blocking your content. Like if you post in too much stuff about food giveaways and they think, oh, that's hurting the retail stores to announce that, so you can't do it. Um, we're going to block you and you can't post that on our social channel, whatever it might be. And I won't name any names because
Mm-hmm.
some of them do that. Okay.
Really?
If,
Trying to help your neighbors?
well, not that specific action, but there's
Oh,
things that they block.
okay.
Like say you want to sell 30 round clips for an automatic rifle. I could name a number of social channels that are going to block that, okay? Because
Yeah.
it's against the
I
law.
would not mention that.
Yeah, right. But if you have a mailing list,
Mm-hmm.
you can say anything you want.
That's true.
So
That's
that's
true.
in my mind, that's the number one thing. So
I did
let's
used to have a what is that page? The landing page where you could
right.
collect the the email addresses, and
That's yeah.
I guess
Also known,
I
it's
let
also
that go.
called it's also called the squeeze page because a lot of
Squeeze
people,
page.
yeah, because they're trying to get your email address. An email address, and this is years ago, a
Mm-hmm.
valid email address
Mm-hmm.
on the black market is worth $25.
Oh,
So
oh my
if you ever
goodness.
wonder why yours truly is using guyarcook@gmail.com, is it's
Yeah.
not worth very much. If I had guy@guyarcook.com, oh wow, that's a pearl in
Why?
the ocean because it's a private domain and they know they're going to get just to me. they're not going to be blocked by anybody like they would with Gmail. If they're a known spammer,
Oh, I gotcha.
they're not gonna mail you.
I
Okay,
gotcha.
that's one of the things to consider when you're setting up email. Is
Okay.
and it's the same time to set up email, have a spare tire in the trunk, just like you do in your car. Have a backup email, so God forbid if Gmail ever goes down,
Oh, I did.
right?
Yeah.
The people that need to get a hold of me, they have the address, my backup email, that I don't list anywhere on anything other than just to clients.
I actually
So
do.
if
I have
yeah,
a private email address that don't give out. Yeah.
well, I sent you an email yesterday off of Yahoo. It was
Okay.
it was on some page. If you want more details, email durhamskywriter@yahoo.com. I went,
Yeah.
that don't. Aren't
Actually,
you on Gmail though, right?
well,
Or,
I'm slowly gravitating over to Gmail,
I see.
but most people who I've known for a while as a journalist know me as Durham Skywriter at Yahoo, which I don't mind. It's fine. But I am trying to slowly move over to Gmail.
Right, right. It's just a matter of updating everybody's Rolodex. My
Yeah.
wife has been a social worker for 30 years.
My dad was a social worker.
And so when she sends stuff out, she makes sure that they know that it's Darlene Norris Cook and not just Darlene Cook, because they're going to go, who the heck is Darlene Cook in some instances? Some people still to this day, after how many decades, still to this day don't know that she got married. Right?
Wow. That's
It's
funny.
just like, huh? So anyway, that's what I was asking mainly. Just the links that are on that page, and that goes back to what we're talking about, the mailing list. If I want to say that I don't have time in the day at 9:00 in the morning, my time, to see Durham Skywriter live online, but I would like to know what links are going out there that are global, that are going to touch me just like they touch the people in Durham. Then have that mailing list. I'd sign up for that. I sign up for a number of content creators like yourself to know what's hot and what's not. And the way I do that is a mailing list. It's not convenient.
You know why I stopped?
Yeah.
I started such a long time ago.
Right.
Collecting the emails, is that a lot of the addresses are just out of date that I just kind of got rid of the whole.
They bounce. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe if I start again, that would be a good idea, because I don't know if I should start. Maybe I should wait till after the pandemic. I don't know. Probably, because I think email addresses are going to start changing after the pandemic. I think as people.
Why?
I think a lot of people.
I don't think so. I think they're going to have the same ISP after the pandemic that they have now. The same connection.
I don't know. So many people are deciding whether to stay home or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because when I worked for a very short time with the county, I had my own county address, and when the day that my project was over, that address was blocked. So it's like, next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you have like your name at the county, or was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If your name is gone, then they would have blocked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was like administrative assistant at.
Oh, yeah, whatever, it's different.
Just your title, then that's like I went through that with the Chamber of Commerce I was just talking about in Port Orchard. That for years they used office at Port Orchard. And I said, well, why? They asked me, I said, why do we want to use office? I said, because there's going to be a different quarterback in the huddle in 10 years. But it's still going to be the office. Okay.
Right.
So whoever's wearing that hat of office will get the email. That's where you want it to go, to the decision maker, the executive director. So,
you know why that's also a good idea, Guy? I have known so many people who lost access to their websites because the people who, maybe because of a disagreement.
Right.
The
changing of the guard, and when Bob left, he didn't give anybody the password to the computer.
Exactly. Or heaven forbid the person died. and everybody lost the ability to get into his computer completely. That's happened too.
Okay. What about, have you ever had this happen? This happened to me once. Macintosh has a way that they build web pages on the Apple some environment or something, and they broke it. They lost their connection. So how do you get the website back if you've lost your connection to your server? There's a place called you know that thing you write stuff down on? Write this one down.
Okay.
Archive.org.
What?
If you go to archive.org, you'll be able to see how many snapshots they've made over the years to durhamskywriter.com.
What?
Yeah. Every page I've gone in there, I've looked at pages I built in the 90s before I knew what I was really doing.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, archive.org is a great site. And so
who,
that's
who owns that? Don't tell me the Mormons.
It would make sense, wouldn't it? They probably have their own archive.org. I forgot. It's owned by somebody now, and that's good because they're doing a better job of updating the equipment. And when it was a nonprofit entirely, they struggled a few years with paying for everything because the donations dropped off. But now they've got deeper pockets, I believe, than they had before. But archive.org, that's a good one.
So you can see your old website, but it's not a back door for you to access it, is it?
No. But
you can see it.
You can download everything in that snapshot they captured.
Oh.
And send it to the gal in New York that blew up her site after you've edited out. This is a snapshot from archive.org. Take all those lines of code out. You have to know how to code a little bit. So you take those out, said, this is the most recent snapshot. I was just about to click on the share screen and go to archive.org. And
so actually, so you can recreate your website then.
It's just like when you make a screenshot on your computer. Then you type in DURHAM Sky. I'm looking you up right now. Well, it might be that some places they don't have blocks, but I've got one that goes clear back to 2011 is the oldest one. February 7th, 2011.
For Durham Skywriter?
Yeah.
Because when I first went online with the Durham Skywriter, it was on Blogger or something.
Yeah.
So it was more like scans, so to speak, of the pages. So like PDF files. Like.
Okay, now this says I can share the screen, but I won't have audio, so I might go dark, but I'm going to show you real quick.
Okay.
This is what it'll look like when you look your site up.
Okay.
Share screen. And I want to share Wayback Machine.
Wait, am I supposed to do something too?
No, I think you just have to breathe. Is that working?
Okay, I don't see anything.
Okay, well that's operator error. So look it up on your own. You'll see a little horizontal bar, and it'll be chopped up into each year.
Now Barb has been able to share the screen, so you should also.
Well, don't worry about it. It's probably my browser because I'm using a different browser.
Oh, okay, but that's okay. So anyone watching this, I'm sure they'll be very curious.
Oh, wait a minute. I know
Archive.org.
Do you want to allow StreamYard.com to see your screen? I didn't do that, so let me do that. Because I still have that tab. Remember this decision. Select window or screen. And I want to show inbox, no. Whereby, no. Well, bear with me just a minute.
Sure, take your time. While you're doing that, I'm going to remind people to do what they need to do right now, as soon as possible, because it's going to start raining around 3. Right now it's 12:36 as we speak. And let me make sure. We're supposed to get rain not only this afternoon, but I think this evening as well. Let's see. Let me just check. Oh, they changed it. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. So around 3 o'clock, not only just rain but thunderstorms.
Ouch.
And I
Those are
need
neat. Those are neat to watch, though. I will give them that. It's to sit on a covered porch and watch a thunderstorm. That's a dance card I would play.
I'll tell you
My
something funny, guy, real quick about
yeah.
thunderstorms.
Okay.
Now, I don't get a lot of viewers, you know, on my show. I'm not famous, but I went on Periscope
Yeah.
and showed a thunderstorm and easily got 200 people. And we, we
Oh,
sat we sat and watched a thunderstorm. People
speaking
from
of
around the world.
speaking of famous, remember the other day when I said set up a business page for Pinterest?
On Pinterest, yes, I'm going to do
Yes.
that.
I've been uploading the video episodes of the podcast into Pinterest, the Guy
Mhm.
Cook Report. The lowest viewers, not hooray me, the lowest viewers was 6,000. Just in
What are
this,
they looking up to find you? Oh
I
my God.
I think it's the hashtag. I don't have a hammer that pounds that nail. I can't tell you why it's doing it. I can tell you where it's doing it. Okay.
Wow. 6,000 plus.
One of the things that I do with my headlines, and you're familiar with headlines as a journalist,
Oh, yeah.
is I take the headline to Advanced Marketing Institute Headline Analyzer, and they look up the headline and they measure the value of the EMV words, emotional value words. And
Wow.
if I'm doing my job right, and I've got a headline that's going to get clicks, it scores like 40-50%. The best I've ever done was a 70, and don't ask me. I didn't go to school for that. I just luck of the draw. But
That is
anyway,
awesome. I'm going to explore Pinterest for
yeah,
sure.
put that on the dance card
I
because
will.
people
I mean, I
that
have.
that people that know Durham Skywriter, I'm sure are going to recognize that link and follow you on Pinterest.
Okay.
If they're already reading it online.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm definitely going to do that.
Okay,
Now I'm on Pinterest as Pity Pat Crafts, so I think I'll
for
have to
your
start.
choice.
Yeah, so I'll have to start a separate one for Durham Skywriter, I
Yeah.
suppose.
I wanted to know how many little ping marks in the walls do you have from testing the equipment? Because almost everything you have has shoots something some way, and so you got little arrow marks in the wall where
Oh
you're testing.
no, all
Oh,
my
okay,
toys are safe,
okay.
so they leave no marks on people or the walls.
There's no holes in the ceiling.
Nope.
Okay,
Even my bow and arrow set has safety arrows.
okay,
Cloth, foam and cloth. And,
yeah.
very, very. Unless you just shoot it right
When
into their face,
the
it's not going to
rumors
hurt.
the rumors about Nerf weapons
Mm.
existing in the community of engineers that work for Microsoft at Volt Consulting.
Mm.
Microsoft doesn't sign your check, Volt does, but Volt is hired by Microsoft. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
anyway, all these kids, I call them kids because they were in their 20s,
Mm.
maybe early 30s, were all the other support
Yeah, those are
engineers.
kids.
And here's this old guy sitting
Mm.
at his desk with grandkid pictures on the desk.
Hmm.
And so one day this guy brought a Nerf weapon to work. Oh, cool. Everybody's oohing on that. I said, oh, we're going to start a Nerf war. Okay, I can play that. So the next morning, I always stopped at Safeway on the way to work just
Hmm.
to get a snack or whatever. And I stopped in there, and for some reason, this little bag of rocks attracted my attention. I said, rock. Oh, yeah, I need that. You know when you get a decorative fountain on your desk and it's got those little polished rocks you put
Sure,
in it?
sure.
They're
Hmm.
about that big around. Okay,
Hmm.
so I took that to work, and I purposely held it about this high up and dropped it clunk on my desk.
Hmm.
Little net bag of rocks. And they said, "What's that for?" I said, "Oh, I'm OG. This is my Nerf weapon. So
Oh
if you
my
shoot a
goodness.
Nerf dot at me, I'll throw a rock at you." And I wanted to have more than one.
Whoa.
And so I never got darted ever.
I guess not.
Oh,
Oh, I have a toy that I make called Water Bottle Shooter. And
mhm.
basically, you're blowing into the little shooter, and
Hmm.
you're shooting out a water bottle, and
Yeah.
they're so soft, they're so safe. It's
Well,
ridiculous. But I want to tell you, they also shoot Nerf arrows, which I sell separately because not all parents want their kids to have the Nerf darts.
yeah, I can see why.
But they also shoot the Nerf darts as well. So,
Getting back to the StreamYard screen share, it won't work in Firefox, and that's the browser.
oh,
It says
okay.
Firefox cannot allow permanent access to your screen.
Hmm. Well,
And
archive.org.
yeah. Archive.org, a definite bookmark to keep on the desktop, especially if you're monitoring and managing other people's content or your own, even your own.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I know some people who manage websites for, other people and companies. I wonder if they know about it. I know you know about it. But I wonder if Terry and other folks know about it.
Right,
Terry.
because if Terry comes to you and says, back in 2014, you had a good link for the blah, blah, blah. Where is that link? Well, go to archive.org. They might have it. Because if you put it on your site, say in February,
Hmm.
they date all the occasions of snapshots that they make.
Hmm.
Like your recent snapshots, they are off the wall. It's like every day in the month of March, they made a screenshot. Every day
That's
up
amazing.
through the 26th. But then in May of 2020, they made two.
Hmm.
June, July, August, nothing. I don't know why. It's their call, right?
I guess.
But they've made a total of 471 snapshots between February 7th of 2011 and
Hmm.
May 5th of 2020. They've
Wow.
snapshotted you that many times. So
Cool.
there you have it. That's
I'm
the pearl of
flattered. I'm gonna play around with that. That sounds like fun.
it is. It's good.
Because, like I said, the Durham Skywriter was in a different incarnation. Actually, for a while, I was printing the Durham Skywriter and putting it online as well, using
Right.
the
You told me
same
that.
file. So
5,000 was your
yeah,
yeah.
so I'd be curious to see what it looks like online. So anyway, yeah, okay. Oh, actually, what I wanted to do was to show off two little contraptions here. A lot of people who I invite to come on camera, of course, it's no big deal with a laptop. But if
Uh-huh.
you have an iPhone or an iPad, it's kind of hard to. I've seen people prop them up against books and they fall.
The
So
cardboard box, yeah.
this little contraption was about $13 on Amazon. You can use
Hmm.
the top shelf or the lower shelf, and it bends in all different configurations. And then I have this was $28. This is for if you have a big phone or an
Yeah.
iPad. This was about $28. It's
I'm getting you
weighted.
my gadget. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Go ahead. So it's weighted, and it also. Oh no, I can't do it. Ah. Oh, you can pull it up. So if you're tall, you have a tripod. Nice.
Now let me tell you the story on this one.
Okay.
I went to a yard sale. I didn't have this stick. This is my wife's selfie stick, which has the standard thread for
Mm-hmm.
mounting to a tripod on the bottom.
Gotcha.
So I go to this guy's yard sale, and he's got this tripod fully height, which
Mm-hmm.
is taller than me, for
Nice.
$2.
Wow.
I said, "Wow, I might be able to make that work for my, video stuff that I'm doing."
Mm-hmm.
So this used to have a name taped over this, and I peeled the tape off, and it said,
Don't tell me it's Manfrotto.
Pivot Point.
Oh, okay.
And I said, okay, who makes Pivot Point tripods? So I go to pivotpoint.com,
Mm-hmm.
and that tripod sells for 240 some bucks.
Well,
'Cause it's for-
my face.
And so then
Oh,
I became a fast fan of yard sailing in Walla Walla.
he had no idea, did he?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think the guy knew. He just wanted, what it was, he was moving out of this house
Hmm.
into a room. I think he's fallen on hard times with the
Oh,
what's going on. And so he was selling stuff for whatever he could get for it just to get it out the door.
man. Too
And
bad he
and I
didn't realize the value of that. I
oh yeah,
mean,
I would
for
he
him.
could have put this on Craigslist, but then you got to find out, well, how many students of hairdressing are going on right now? Probably not a whole lot. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't
Mm.
know. I'm not in that niche, but I would think if you had a beauty college, that's too much proximity to people. They're not going to let you go in and cut hair on maybe on a mannequin or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyway, that was the deal.
Yeah. Well, congratulations though, getting something worth $200 for $2.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
That's
bad.
a long time ago. I used to every weekend we would go yard selling, look
Mhm.
for loot. I think we were hoarders, but anyway,
Mhm.
I would put it up on the picnic table outside what we'd bought, different stuff. But I've never scored like this. Never
That's a nice
bought
score.
anything that was $240 retail. And even
Wow.
the little doodad that sits on top and it's got the post that you
Yeah.
sit the mannequin head on, it sells for $58. And I don't even need
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I'm that's going to go online someday when I ever
Mhm.
get my ducks in a row and do that. But anyway,
Okay.
rather than set a new record for Durham Skywriter,
Mhm.
you feel me? I
Mhm.
think we should adjourn this meeting. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm going
go
to
and
get back
do.
to work. And actually, what I might do
Uh,
is a little bit of grocery shopping before, because it's getting really kind of cloudy out there.
okay.
Even though it's not supposed to rain for another couple of hours, you never know.
How about? Do you have a Walmart grocery store?
It's far away though.
Oh,
I go to Food Lion usually.
do they have curbside pickup where you just pull into the parking lot and say,
Actually, they
"I'm here," and they
do.
put it in your trunk? Then
Yeah, but I prefer to
I
just.
well, you're like my mother. You have to go in and see what the deals are.
Yeah, I mean, you
Well,
gotta walk
okay.
around, say hi to people, and
There's an uncurable virus going around. You know that, right?
yes,
Okay, okay.
well aware.
Well,
But I
that
wear my
that
mask.
that zucchini you're going to get, you can have somebody else pick it up just as easy as you can.
I know, but
Okay.
sometimes I do some impulse shopping because I
Oh, I
haven't.
see. You mean
I've been.
things that are not on the list end up in the cart by magic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I actually haven't shopped for a while, and yeah, I have a feeling that I'm going to buy more than
ah,
you know. Actually, I should probably wait because tomorrow I'm going by Nehemiah and picking up a produce box.
exactly.
So maybe I'll wait and see what I get first and then go
Yeah,
shopping.
right. And then get a shovel, dig up your lawn and plant your own dang garden.
I plan to do that next year for sure.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
used to be quite the gardener. I
We'll
want to
have
get
we'll
back
have
to it.
sounds like you're throwing down the gauntlet to me.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to have a little tomato contest because I grow some big damn tomatoes.
All
I'm
right.
not bragging a bit. I got pictures to prove it.
So you made those
So
BLT sandwiches?
no, because we were out of lettuce, so we had BOT, bacon, onion, tomato sandwiches because that's what we
That
had.
sounds good too, though.
Well, we hadn't got it in our box of produce, so we had to just improvise.
I got you.
Anyway, you have a good day, a good
Thank you,
morning.
Guy. You too.
Go to archive.org, check that out, and
I will do so.
and
And
then
I'm going to
and
explore Pinterest and see what business pages look like. I'm going to look at your business page and formulate
that's
one for myself.
um I don't know if I've got that public. I don't
Oh,
I don't think
oh,
you can see a
well, I can
you can look at
I can
what I'm
see
doing.
somebody else's. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I did a search on marketing kit templates, and Canva has got a bunch.
I like Canva. I
Yeah,
like Canva.
and if you get stuck on Canva, ask Fraser. He's
Okay.
he's like he's the choir
Well,
boy
he's an
from
expert.
the
Okay. Quick
yeah
question. When
yeah.
you say business page, do you say that the page should look official or more like an ad?
Go to Pinterest and ask, how do I set up a business page? It's not the look, it's the
Oh,
it's the um, moniker, the label that they give to that environment.
gotcha. I
I
will
mean,
do so.
you can have a business page that looks exactly like the Durham Skywriter. Just as
Okay,
far as Pinterest is concerned, it's a business page.
gotcha.
Okay,
Okay.
it's like a flavor more than a look.
And it allows you to sell from that page, right?
Um,
I'm
it's
guessing.
not it's not set up as a.
Because I heard that
I'm
nowadays you
not
can make purchases on Pinterest direct now.
well. You'll
Yeah,
have to explore that. I'm not familiar with selling on Pinterest, so I don't
yeah,
have a good
yeah.
answer.
Because I heard about that. So
For your stuff, you make all this stuff at your house. You could probably do Etsy, ETSY. I
yeah,
would think that would
actually,
be.
yeah, I'm going to look into that for my toys, and I'm going to look into seeing if my Pity Pat Crafts page can be a business page on Pinterest because it would be nice to sell my toys direct on Pinterest.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
So I'm definitely going to look at that as as well. So
yeah. It's coming.
because
We're
yeah,
how many weeks away is Christmas? You got to get ready.
oh my goodness, you are absolutely right.
You
You are
better you
so
better
right.
you better make the recording of that putting your business online session that they're doing in that webinar and
For
watch it at your
sure.
leisure.
For sure. Thank you, Guy.
All right. Adios.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Super fun as always. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is to hop off and get back to work. If you want to call this work, I enjoy it so much. When people say don't mix life with your work, well, my work is my life. They say that's bad, but for me, it's good because I love sharing information with you. I love hearing from you. In fact, I'd like to hear from more of you. I'm going to see how everybody's doing related to online learning with the kids, starting new businesses, figuring out what to do. I know these times are very challenging. I'm a super good idea person. I love to kick ideas around. So, anyway, with that, you have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow at noon. Roll call very quick. Fraser, thanks for joining. Also, Guy Cook, thanks for joining on camera. That was really fun. I will see you tomorrow at noon. Ciao for now.